Manchester United legend Peter Schmeichel hails Senne Lammens' brilliant debut at Old Trafford. The Theatre of Dreams lived up to its name once again last weekend, as Manchester United's new goalkeeper, Senne Lammens, delivered a debut performance to remember. The young Belgian's commanding display in the 2-0 victory over Sunderland not only earned him a clean sheet but also caught the admiring eye of one of the club's greatest ever goalkeepers, Peter Schmeichel himself. The 23-year-old shot-stopper, who arrived from Royal Antwerp for a reported fee of £18.1 million during the summer transfer window, stepped into the starting lineup after Altay Bayindir's inconsistent run of form. Few could have anticipated the composure and confidence that Lammens would show on such a big occasion. From the first whistle, Lammens looked completely at ease in the famous red shirt. He commanded his box with an authority far beyond his years, exuding calm even when Sunderland pressed forward with intent. His presence immediately reassured a defense that has looked fragile at times this season. One of the defining moments came just before half-time, when Granit Xhaka unleashed a fierce long-range effort destined for the top corner. Lammens, with razor-sharp reflexes, leapt to his left and palmed the ball away in spectacular fashion, a save reminiscent of Schmeichel at his very best. The roar from the Stretford end said it all. It wasn't just his shot stopping that impressed. Lammens' ability to play out from the back, calm under pressure and precise with his distribution, added a new dimension to United's build-up play. It was a refreshing sight for supporters who have longed for a goalkeeper capable of blending traditional goalkeeping excellence with modern composure on the ball. In the aftermath of the match, Peter Schmeichel could not hide his admiration. Speaking to Sky Sports, the Danish icon described Lammens as a spiritual successor, words that carry immense weight coming from a man who defined an era between the posts at Old Trafford. "I watched his debut yesterday and it was magnificent," Schmeichel said. "Senne has that serenity, that bravery to come off his line, and his ball distribution is simple yet effective, exactly the sort of qualities I valued during my time here." Schmeichel, who famously lifted 5 Premier League titles and a Champions League during his spell under Sir Alex Ferguson, went on to praise the young keeper's temperament. "He looks unfazed, as if the pressure doesn't exist. That's the mark of a Manchester United goalkeeper." Lammens' arrival has come at a crucial time for United. Since the departure of David de Gea, the club has struggled to find consistency in goal. With Andre Onana's mixed spell and Bayindir's uncertain outings, the position has been under scrutiny. Lammens' debut, therefore, has injected a renewed sense of optimism among fans and staff alike. From the stands, the Old Trafford faithful made their feelings known. As the match wore on, chants of "Are you Schmeichel in disguise?" echoed around the stadium, blending humour and admiration in the most Mancunian of ways. The chant quickly went viral online, symbolising how warmly the supporters have embraced their new number one. United manager Rubenamorim was full of praise after the final whistle. He was calm, focused, and prepared for the challenge. "This is only the beginning," Amorim told reporters. The Portuguese coach, under pressure following a slow start to the season, looked visibly relieved to have found reliability between the sticks. The result, and particularly Lammens' performance, gave United's season a much-needed lift. The clean sheet was the club's first of the campaign, helping them climb to a more respectable position in the table and, perhaps more importantly, restoring belief in the dressing room. What makes Lammens' story even more compelling is how quickly he has adapted to English football. Known for its physicality and relentless pace, the Premier League can be unforgiving for newcomers. Yet the young Belgian looked right at home, embracing the challenge with a quiet confidence that belies his inexperience at this level. Manchester United are reportedly weighing up the possibility of appointing Darren Fletcher as interim manager should current boss Ruben Amorim be dismissed from his duties. The Portuguese tactician's position is said to be hanging by a thread after a dire run of form that has left the club languishing in the bottom half of the Premier League table. Amorim's tenure at Old Trafford has gone from promising to precarious in the space of a few turbulent months. His side's latest defeat has only intensified scrutiny on his management, with supporters and pundits alike questioning his tactical rigidity and inability to turn performances into points. The 40-year-old manager currently finds his team sitting a lowly 14th in the league standings, an unacceptable position for a club of United stature. To make matters worse, The Red Devils were dumped out of the Carabao Cup by League Two outfit Grimsby Town, a result that has been widely described as one of the club's most humiliating cup exits in recent memory. Since taking the reins, Amorim has stubbornly persisted with his preferred 3-4-3 formation, a system that has struggled to deliver consistency in English football. Critics argue that his insistence on deploying wingbacks and a narrow midfield has left United vulnerable both defensively and creatively, with the team failing to find balance in key areas. According to a report from The Sun, United's hierarchy are now drawing up contingency plans should they decide to part ways with Amorim. Among the options being seriously considered is the promotion of Darren Fletcher, the former United midfielder and current coach, to a temporary managerial role. Fletcher, who rejoined the club in a developmental capacity following his retirement, has been managing the under-18s since June. His work at the academy level is said to have impressed senior figures at Old Trafford, who view him as a steady and trusted presence capable of restoring short-term stability. The Scotsman's deep understanding of United's culture and values is seen as a major advantage. Fletcher spent over a decade as a player at the club, featuring in numerous title-winning sides under Sir Alex Ferguson and earning a reputation for his intelligence, leadership, and work ethic. Insiders suggest that United's board are reluctant to rush into another long-term appointment without first stabilizing the situation. A caretaker stint for Fletcher could provide breathing space for the club to reassess its managerial strategy heading into the winter period. For Amorim, however, the immediate concern is survival. He is acutely aware that his position could become untenable with another poor result. The upcoming clash with newly promoted Sunderland is being described as a must-win fixture if he is to avoid the axe. Speaking ahead of the match, Amorim admitted that Sunderland would pose a formidable challenge. The Black Cats have made a remarkable start to life back in the Premier League, collecting 11 points from their opening 6 games and earning plaudits for their fearless, attacking brand of football. This will be a very difficult match, they are playing extremely well, Amorim told reporters. If you watch their games, you can see their resilience. They drew even when a man down, and won their last match against Brentford. They have a clear system, they play in a 4-3-3 formation, and their rotation on the wings is very dynamic. He went on to praise Sunderland's confidence and organisation, while acknowledging that United must rise above their current struggles. They come here with great belief, whereas we are under pressure. We must be ready for that. It's not only about the table or the result, the way they play is very important. They have a clear identity, a great manager, and a good team. United's record against newly promoted clubs offers a glimmer of hope. The Red Devils have gone unbeaten in their last 24 league encounters with teams fresh from the Championship. Yet Amorim conceded that his side's lack of consistency remains a serious issue that must be addressed urgently.